Hey, if you're new around here, I am Dee. I've been car camping out of my Hyundai Santa Fe since September 2021 on a part-time basis. And the reason I started car camping or SUV camping to begin with, because I wanted to be able to explore and sightsee and spend time in destinations on a tight budget without always having to spend money on hotels. So my solution to that was to start car camping or SUV camping. Over the last 3 years, part-time car camping, I've learned about things that do work. I've learned about things that don't work. And today I want to share 7 genius car camping accessories that I've been using mostly for the last 3 years that have really saved me money that I wouldn't have imagined I needed car camping. But throughout the last 3 years, these are items that I've come to know as pretty much essential accessories that I don't think I could do without on my car camping journey. So let's get right into that. Number one, vine clips. So I use these vine clips here to hold up my fairy lights. And I also have some lights that I just purchased that are battery operated. And they do a good job of holding not only my fairy lights up, so these ones right here, but also these battery operated lights. And they are adhesive, so they're double adhesive. And they have stuck to the roof of the car, the headliner of the car, whatever it's called, the top of the car. Really good. So I got these off of Temu. I want to say they were under $5 for a large pack, like a 10, 20, whatever. They come in 5, 10, 20, 20, 50 packs, I think. But I'll put the link down in the description of this video. That link is not an affiliated link. That's just straight to Temu. I don't do affiliate links with Temu. The second item that I never knew I needed until I started car camping was puppy pads. And I do use this inside of my collapsible toilet here. So what I do is I put the puppy pad inside of the collapsible toilet as a liner. That way, if a bag breaks or if anything drips accidentally, the puppy pad stops it from reaching the floor of my car, which nobody wants. I also use these when it's that time of the month. I put these underneath me when I go to sleep. That way I know I'm not messing up my car camping bed. And that brings me to my third item. So before I started using my collapsible toilet, I was using these coffee containers to use the bathroom. This was when I still had all of my back row seats. So I didn't have the headroom like I have now to be able to use my collapsible portable toilet. So what I would do is I would use a compostable toilet bag and I would just line it in here. And basically, I would lay over top of this and handle my business. But now I still do use this coffee container, and I put it inside of my collapsible toilet with the bag around the toilet itself. But the bottom of the bag goes inside of here. And the reason that I do that, I can reuse this more. It gives me peace of mind knowing that, because it, of course, is plastic, so it's not going to leak from the bottom. But I can also close it to prevent smells. So basically what I do is I still put this inside of my collapsible toilet. When I'm done doing my business, I just close this up, tie it up, shove it down at the bottom, close it up, and then I go ahead and put in another bag in there so that when I need to use the bathroom again, it's ready for me. And recently I started using this little travel size poopery. That way, if I have to do a number 2, it helps keep the smells out of the car until I can dump my urine and feces. And you don't have to stick with just a coffee container. Any container will work. Like this used to hold animal crackers. So this will also work. And it also comes in handy because there's a larger area to put in my bags that do contain urine in them. Um, that way, if I can't get to a trash can or somewhere appropriate to dispose of my waste, I have somewhere to store them where it's not going to stink up the car, um, and not be gross. And if you're interested in a full on video of how I go through setting up my toilet and breaking it down and all that good stuff, if you want to see the full process in detail, let me know and I'll create a video specifically on that. Maybe it'll be a short, maybe it'll be a full length video. We'll see. The next item that I've been using for years and even in our house, not just on the car windows, but on my house windows, is newspaper. Now, this is a bad example. This is just like an ad from a grocery store, but just wanted to give you some kind of visual. I'm sure you know what a newspaper looks like. But newspapers, and it's really good to use newspapers when you clean your windows as opposed to like paper towels or something, because this doesn't leave behind those little tiny pieces of paper towel on your windows. And it also pretty much makes them streak free. So, newspaper, clean your windows with newspapers. Like, you know, you can still spray them down or whatever, and then use the newspaper to sop up the Windex or whatever you're using to clean your windows. Works like a charm. Speaking of windows, I have another little tip that I picked up somewhere on the internet. And you can use, not necessarily this brand, doesn't really matter what brand you use. You can use dryer sheets to prevent or help prevent condensation building up on your windows when you're sleeping at night. And you need to fight off condensation. This is a really good trick. So basically, you just take the dryer sheet and you rub it all over your windows, all of them. And it really helps to battle condensation. After I cleaned my windows before I went to Pisgah National Forest, I didn't have any of these. I ran out, so I didn't get a chance to wipe my windows down with these. And the second night, my windows had so much condensation on them. So this is a really cool trick to use. Try it out. Let me know how you like it. Number 6 is one of my favorites, Castile Soap. Doesn't matter what brand you get of Castile Soap, but I'm really a fan of Castile Soap, and this is generally the only type of soap that I carry in the car, period, because like this one says, it is 18 in 1, 18 in 1 uses. Sorry, Sky. So you can use Castile Soap to wash dishes, to wash down surfaces. Like I'll use it to wash down my countertop back here. So what did I say so far? Wash dishes, wash down surfaces. You can use it as hand soap. You can use it as body soap. You can use it as face soap. You can use it as shampoo. Let's see. You can even use it like to shave your legs, almost like a shaving cream. So those are just a few examples of how you can use Castile Soap, and you only have to carry one bottle. Now, what I do, because most of the time your Castile Soap is going to be concentrated, so I don't carry around a big, huge bottle of that. What I do is inside my bathroom bag here, I have these refillable travel size bottles, and so before I go on a car camping trip, I fill this with Castile Soap, and because it is concentrated, you only need a few drops of Castile Soap to get done what you need to get done. So always handy to have Castile Soap. This is the only type of soap I have to carry around. Okay, I'm going to save this as a bonus, so I'm going to put it to the side because I wasn't going to include it, but now that I see it, I'm like, I do need to include that. I do need to include it, so that'll be a bonus. So stick around. And number 7, spray bottle. or spray bottles. Now, this one I happen to get at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Now, I carry 2 spray bottles. So, this one right here is specifically for disinfecting. So, Castile Soap, I use that to clean, but it's not necessarily, maybe it's just me, but I don't feel good using it for disinfecting. So, in this spray bottle here is natural dish soap, and then I have vinegar and water. And basically, that just makes a disinfecting solution as opposed to using something like Lysol or Clorox wipes. That's really not good for you or the environment. So this is all natural. The only thing I would say is I don't think you're supposed to use vinegar on wood surfaces because it eats away at the surfaces. But whatever, I use it on wood surfaces because I just do. So everything in here is pretty cheap, so I'm not worried about it. Um, But I see a lot of people just kind of like spray this down on surfaces and then wipe it back up. You're actually supposed to let vinegar and water solutions sit on the surface for I think like 5 or 10 minutes before it actually disinfects. So just a little tip there if you're just spraying it and then wiping it down right away, it's not disinfecting. Okay. And then this one is just I just fill this with water, and this is one of my old spray bottles for my son's hair. And basically, I use this to kind of freshen up. So instead of having to use like get a bunch of water out of my 2.5 gallon water jug over here into my sink, instead I can use this to kind of like spritz on my face, or spritz on any other areas that I want soap and water to actually hit. So I'll use this. I'll also spray down my hair with this before I put shampoo or Castile soap in my hair because it helps save on water. So my bonus item here is this is a little portable bidet. So basically, in this little box here, now there's a bunch of different brands out there, but this one happens to be called Culo Clean. I got this one specifically because of the play on words. Yeah. So basically, it just looks like this right here. And you see that little water spout or spigot right there? So basically, what you do is you get a water bottle, you unscrew the top of the water bottle, and you screw this in its place. And when you need to freshen up your pots after you go potty, all you have to do is give the water bottle a little squeeze, and this acts as a portable bidet. So that's my bonus right there. I don't see those a lot on channels, so plus it's fun to say culo clean. So there you go. There's another one to keep yourself fresh without having to use a bunch of water. And in my pocket here, I do have another bonus. So what's this? We're going on number 9. So these are S hooks. Uh, there's also J hooks, but I use these to hang things like my bathroom bag. Sometimes, well, most of the time, I'll keep this little fan on an S hook as well. I have just like extra accessories in this fruit bag here. Yeah, so these S hooks or J hooks come in very handy for hanging up things that would normally take up space in your car camping setup or your SUV camping setup or in your van life setup, your minivan, whatever you use. Um, so you can start using, the vertical space and get things out of your way, kind of hung up. Um, yeah. And this is also helpful if you want to, if you want your cloth, like if you have a cloth that you need to dry off. And I'm sorry, I have one more. Okay, so I use binder clips, these guys here, to hold up my curtains that I made. If you want to see a video on how I made my DIY car curtains, that video is linked. But basically, I put up magnetic window covers on all 4 windows of the doors. And then I hang up my DIY curtains to give me a little bit extra privacy, to help the light from escaping out of the windows. I only have the Reflectix type of material on my way back cargo windows back here. And then, of course, behind me, as you can see, in my back windshield and in my front windshield. But for the four doors, I use the combination of magnetic window covers and then the homemade DIY curtains that I made. So that is it. Those are my 7 items that you may not have known you ever needed for car camping, SUV camping, van life, minivan life, whatever you do, whatever your vehicle camping style is. So I hope these tips really helped you. Let me know in the comments if you use any of these items or if you plan on starting to use some of these items. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see a full video on how I do my toilet setup in my car camper or SUV camper sangria, just let me know down in the comments. And before I go, I know you all like seeing Sky. The Sky be hiding. So here is Sky. Say hi. All right, so that's it for me. Happy car camping, safe travels, and thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate your support. I know we have a bunch of new subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Dee's Roads, and I hope you stick around for some awesome adventures and pretty cool tips. See y'all later. Bye.